Hello, my dear students. Hello to every single person watching this channel. Our lesson today is for grade 11 students, Module 3, Unit 8, Vocabulary and Setbook. But I'll be with you right after a short break, so please prepare yourselves. Welcome back, my dear students. We will begin our lesson. As you know, it's vocabulary and setbook. Let's start with our first word. What do you see over here? Is this suitable for kids? Do you think this is a toy? Our word here is age appropriate. Let's repeat the word together. Age appropriate. It means suitable for a certain age. As you can see from the picture over here, cartoons is suitable. For example, children should watch only age-appropriate shows. So age-appropriate means something suitable for a kid, for adult. It depends on the age. Our next word is, by looking at the picture, you can see there's a remote control. It's exactly the one, similar to the one I have. Channel surf. From the word, you can understand that channel surf. When you hold a remote and you keep changing channel to another channel, it's called channel surf. To change frequently from one TV channel to another, using a remote control device. For example, of course, the word is a verb, so we have to use it in a sentence with the same part of speech. I channel surf when there is nothing good on TV. Okay. From the picture, Tom and Jerry series, something laughing. It's called comedy. As you can see, that sometimes when you watch a film, you may laugh. There are other films that make you sad. The ones that make you laugh are called comedy. A play, film, or program that makes one laugh. For example, watching a comedy can cheer you up if you are sad. If I say I like comedy movies, comedy over here is not a noun, it's an adjective. But over here, if I say watching, a comedy can cheer you up if you are sad. Over here, it's a noun. Our next word. What do we see over here? People watching television, lazy, inactivity. Our word is inactivity. It's a noun. Idleness, immobility. Inactivity leads to obesity and health problems, which means you do not move, just sit down. So this leads to obesity. Our next word. From this picture, you can see that it has to do something with a person's mind, right? It's called mentally. Mentally. Mentally is an adverb. In one's mind. For example, she suffered mentally after the death of her mother. I hope it's clear. Let's go with our next picture. What do you see over here? Someone, a soccer player, trying to score a goal. What do you think? Did he score or didn't he? Oh, no. Look at the ball. It did not get in the goal, right? So, miss out on. Our new word here is miss out on. It's a phrasal verb. To not get the chance to do or have something that one would enjoy or that would be good for one, especially a chance that other people succeed in getting. For example, I missed out on the movie because I had to work. It's exactly what he did. He missed out on the goal. Now, what do we see here? Promote. Promote is a verb which means to further the progress of, to support or actively encourage. For example, the media helps to promote cancer awareness. What is promote over here? For example, the media helps to promote. It's encouraging, right? It's giving or supporting something. Our next word is provoke. There's a difference, promote and provoke. This word is provoke. Let's repeat it together. Provoke, which is a verb. To stimulate a strong reaction or emotion in someone. For example, never allow someone to provoke you into a fight, which means to not make as well. Like never allow someone to provoke you into a fight. Okay? Let's go on with our next word. Oh, what's wrong with him? He was sleeping. He's not paying attention. Tune out. Tune out is a verb. What does it mean? To stop paying attention to something, especially because one is tired or bored. For example, you mustn't tune out during your lessons. You should always pay attention to your lessons. You should not tune out. Do you understand? Okay, I hope you do. Our next word is occasionally. What do you think occasionally is? From time to time. Sometimes. From time to time. Let's look at the picture together. We see a pitcher, we see a batter, and we see a catcher. The pitcher usually targets the catcher, but occasionally may hit the batter. Over here, the batter is the one who holds the bat, and the catcher is the one who catches the ball, and the pitcher is the one who throws the ball. For example, we usually eat at home, but occasionally we eat in a restaurant. Do you understand? From some time to time, we eat in a restaurant. I hope it's clear now. Let's move on to our next word. What do you see? This is similar. I mean, it's familiar. You have seen this red circle, right? It's record. Let's repeat the word together. Record. Record. It's a verb and it means to set down in writing or some other permanent form for later references or reference, especially officially. Record over here means when you want to watch something, sometimes we usually bring a tape and we record the movie so that we can watch it again. It also means when you record something down, when you want to write something, record your diaries, for example. She records everything that happens to her in her diary. So we can also use it in writing, not only in videos or tapes. Okay, let's go on. What do you see here? Oh, someone is in jail. Our word over here is convict. Convict. It's to prove or officially pronounce that someone is guilty of a crime. So this person is what? He's convicted. For example, he was convicted of felony, which means like he's convicted of a crime, for example. Our next word is something that relates with horses. It's called equestrian. What is equestrian? Equestrian is of or relating to horse riding. The part of speech is an adjective. For example, they plan to hold the Olympics equestrian events in another part of the city. So you know equestrian has to do with horse riding. Let's move on. What do you see here? We see some investigations, someone trying to look at some fingerprints, right? He's looking for something. Evidence. Our word is evidence. It's a noun, which means the available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true. For example, the jury heard conflicting evidence from 3 different witnesses. So sometimes when you usually convict someone, you need some evidence. I hope it's clear now. Let's move on. What do you see? A court, right? Judge. Our word over here is prosecution. Let's repeat together. Prosecution. It's a noun, which means the institution and conducting of legal proceedings against someone in respect of a criminal charge. For example, the careless driver was lucky. He narrowly escaped prosecution. So you know what's prosecution? Judging. Okay? Our next word. What do you think from looking at the picture? Does it give you anything? Frankenstein, the Wolfman? Do you think it's comedy? No, it's not comedy. It's thriller. What is thriller? So, thriller is a novel, play, or movie with an exciting plot, typically involving crime. So if you will remember, comedy was for laughing, and thriller here is exciting plot. For example, teenagers enjoy watching thrillers. Next. What do we see here? Oh, how sweet. We have a little chick that hatched from the egg. It's what? A newcomer. What's a newcomer? A person or a thing that has recently arrived in a place or joined a group. So it doesn't have to be for people. It can be also for animals or anything. For example, our neighbors are newcomers to the neighborhood. Let's move on with our next word. What do we see here together? It shows that it's a team. Group of people working. It's what? It's a news team. 2 or more people working together on broadcast or published report of news. Let's repeat the word together. News team. News team. For example, our news team will report the media events on Channel 2. Let's move on and do some practice. As you know, we have 4 types of questions. The first one was choose from A, B, C, and D. The second one is fill in the spaces or fill in the blanks. Third type is word definitions. And the fourth type is use words in sentences. First type, choose the best answer from A, B, C, and D. Greenpeace works to awareness of the dangers that threaten our planet today. We have 4 choices: convict, record, provoke, and promote. Which word do you think is suitable for this sentence? Greenpeace works to awareness of the dangers that threaten our planet today. We have convict, record, provoke, and promote. Our word is promote. Promote. Greenpeace works to promote awareness of the dangers that threaten our planet today. Let's move on with our next sentence. The selected best singer will his new album. Promote, convict, provoke, and record. Which one do you think? Convict or promote, provoke or record? Yes, it's record. Excellent. The selected best singer will record his new album. Let's move on. Choose the best answer from A, B, C, and D. The jury could not find any solid evidence to the suspect. We have 4 choices: promote, record, provoke, and convict. What do you think? As you know, jury is like a judgment, prosecution. So, the jury could not find any solid evidence. Evidence is some proof, right? So it is convict. Convict is the word. The jury could not find any solid evidence to convict the suspect. Let's move on. Again, too much TV viewing can lead to. What do you think? Too much viewing can lead to what? Comedy, which is laughing, evidence, inactivity, prosecution. What do you think? Which is the suitable word? We have comedy, evidence, inactivity, prosecution. If you watch a lot of TV, what does it lead to? Excellent. Inactivity. Nice try for those who have tried. Inactivity. Let's read it together. Too much TV viewing can lead to inactivity. Let's move on to our next sentence. Let's read it together. Doctors who are guilty of neglect are liable to comedy, evidence, inactivity, prosecution. Which word do you think? Yes, prosecution. Doctors who are guilty of neglect are liable to prosecution. Now, let's move on to our second type of questions, which is fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with a suitable word from the list below. We have occasionally, thriller, equestrian, mentally, and newcomer. Let's read the sentences together. First sentence, she only sees her niece, so she showers her with presents when she does. Our second sentence, I stayed up late last night because there was an exciting on Channel 2. Third sentence, are the players and physically prepared to play a tough game? Fourth sentence, there was a 2-hour class who couldn't adapt easily to our school rules. We've gone through the sentences. Now try to fill in the blanks with the words above. Let's go with the first sentence. She only sees her niece. Occasionally, so she showers her with presents when she does. Occasionally here means from time to time. Our second sentence, I stayed up late last night because there was an exciting what? On Channel 2. An exciting thriller on Channel 2. Third sentence, Are the players mentally and physically prepared to play a tough game? Our last sentence, we have equestrian and newcomer. Which one do you think? Which one? Equestrian relates to what? Horse riding, and newcomer? Someone coming. There was a newcomer to our class who couldn't adapt easily to our school rules. Now we will move on to a different type of question, which is choosing the best definition for the underlined word. Violent movies are not age appropriate for young children. We have 4 definitions: having or showing passion, important, famous, of or relating to horse riding, suitable for a certain age. The answer is D, suitable for a certain age. Now let's read our second sentence, which is, don't miss out on the fantastic bargains in our summer sale. Do not get the chance to form a mental image, to use up a resource, or to cause something to happen. Miss out, which is to not get the chance. My dear students, now we will start with our set book questions. Our first question, every silver lining has a cloud. How can this apply to watching TV? As you can see that watching TV has both positive and negative effects. Let's go through them. The positive effects. We have stimulate the mind, think about life choices, develop good habits, and develop imagination. We also have the negative effects, which are false or negative messages, miss out on the real world, promote inactivity, unhealthy behavior such as taking risks and eating junk food because you spend a lot of time watching television. Now, let's read our last sentence. Question. Now, let's go on with our last question, which is, how can you control your TV watching habits? Make family rules about TV. Set limits on TV viewing time. Turn the TV off during meal times and homework. Discuss what you watch with friends and family. Learn more about interesting topics by reading books. My dear students, we have come to an end. As you can see that we have covered set book and vocabulary for Unit 8. I hope to see you in another lesson. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Thank you.